Calligraphy is an art practiced all over the world. We can see it in everyday life, from an inspirational quote online to a company logo in front of a store. However, calligraphy is especially prominent throughout Asia. Throughout history, it used to be considered the supreme form of art in China, Japan, and Korea. It was valued beyond paintings and sculptures, and fell alongside poetry as a form of expression. It became a window into the artist's thoughts, feelings, and truth. As you view a piece of calligraphy, it provokes your thoughts, thinking of how the artist has manipulated their brush, conveying an energy within each stroke they made. Regardless of the word's legibility, the single slash of a brush gives an insight into the person holding it. In simple terms, the practice of calligraphy is the manipulation of the thickness when writing. By paying close attention to the stroke order, the pressure of your tool, and the angle of your tool, you are able to create a piece of art. One of the main principles of calligraphy is thin upward strokes and thick downward strokes. As you move up, you want very light pressure, and as you move down, you want to increase your pressure. This creates a very aesthetically pleasing form of the text you are writing. In addition, you want to keep your tool at the same angle the whole time to create a natural point of depth. A common misconception of calligraphy is that it is simply fancy handwriting. While it may seem easy in theory, in actuality, many devote their whole lives to mastering calligraphy. It is a discipline that requires repetition, precision, and persistence. The control and power over the pen that it takes to create a renowned piece of calligraphy is one beyond pretty notes and good handwriting. That is why patience and tenacity are key traits of a calligrapher. In order to understand the history of calligraphy, we must look at China, its country of origin. The first discovery of Chinese characters were found as pictorial drawings on tortoise shells. This became the foundation of their modern-day language. It is said that the inventor of Chinese writing was inspired by the paw prints and scratches created naturally, and continued to make simple images to represent objects. In China, characters are drawings, and calligraphy is one's interpretation of the character. This glorification of writing spread throughout the continent of Asia and quickly became a worldwide phenomenon. As you practice this art, you learn that you can produce results with many different tools, from a thick Sharpie to a brush-tip marker. Anything could act as a calligraphy tool as long as you are able to apply its main principle. You can even practice on notability. Calligraphy is an art form accessible to anyone interested in it, but as a beginner, it would be especially beneficial to have a tool with a flexible tip to easily exaggerate your upward and downward strokes. As you start your calligraphy journey, it is important to treat it as any other form of art. Be creative, express yourself, and don't be afraid to break the rules. You would be surprised to learn how much you can do with a brush, piece of paper, and something to say.